Welcome to my 2008 modified Boxster S. I've owned it for just over 2 years. Stepped up from a highly modified MX-5 and also an MX-5 race car. So the question is, how can you make your Porsche Boxster so loud? In this video, there will be a lot of great sound and a shot of this aftermarket exhaust. I will go through each step of the process, including the reasons why an aftermarket exhaust is the best. I will also cover cost, install time, so you can have an amazing sound, and I will speak of dreaded drone, which was also a big concern of mine when I was going for the race headers. The exhaust sound is unedited except where there's voiceover. In this video there will be 3 different camera angles, a GoPro POV, GoPro on the rear, and Insta360 mounted on the driver's door. Let's drive. Okay, let's talk about this screaming sound and how you can make it. Recent track event, my pit boss said to me, he said, "You have the best sounding Porsche here after that red GT3. What a compliment. The exhaust system on the Boxster is in 2 sections, the headers at the engine and the catback to the tailpipes. Both are restrictive. From the factory, the original headers are choked just before and including at the cats, which means they kill both power and sound. The second issue with the stock exhaust is that you can't really hear the engine, except maybe over 6,000 revs. The third issue is that there's no way to vary the sound. And the final issue is that when you get to tuning, which will be the subject of another video, it is nearly impossible to get any real gains when you have the stock exhaust system choking up the flow. With my current exhaust that I will explain, you can press a fob and get a symphony of flat 6 sound. Which brings me to a very common question. Why is valved better than straight pipe? Well, because you get the best of both worlds. Closed is quiet, normal sound, and open is race car scream. When closed, the sound is a little louder than stock. For example, if you're just cruising or if you're in traffic, and then the full on straight through when you want to wake up the whole town. Why this system? Well, essentially one thing: price point. Rumor has it that all of these are made in the same place and just branded differently for resale. Don't kill the messenger. The valves are controlled by vacuum. When you press the fob, you open the exhaust. The flow bypasses the rear muffler and goes directly into the tailpipes. The tailpipes are X design that keeps the flow separate from each side. The stock is an H design, so the exhaust flow crashes into itself at exit, decreasing both power and scream. There's another video where I do a dB sound test on this system, and it's loud, very loud. Check out that video at the playlist at the end, and please subscribe. I first replaced the catback because I was planning to get my Boxster tuned, but primarily because I wanted sound, and what a sound. Then I replaced the headers, the part that connects directly to the engine. I started out with the Fab Speed 200 cell count headers. These really improve the mid-range pull and increase in volume. Then after about a year with the Fab Speed, I found a deal on a used set of race headers. No cats at all. And after extensive research into the brand, I went for it. This is what you're hearing now. And also note, there is no drone. This in my street MX-5 after I put on race headers, and as we all know, it was awful. So now I have the same brand headers and catback. The race headers were $750 used, and the catback was $1150, and that was 2 years ago. You will also need to add O2 sensors. I have the 100 cell mini cats, 90-degree elbow, because basically you're fooling your ECU into thinking that you have normal cats. Unfortunately, this might not be legal in some states or countries. Install time on the headers by my Indy was 55 minutes each side. No special tools required. Quite easy, actually. The install time on the valve catback was a little bit more complicated because you have to get into the engine bay to pull power and run a vac line. Again, no big deal. There's lots of videos here on YouTube that will show you how to do that. And the brand, finally, that I went for was Top Gear. Top Gear race headers and Top Gear valved catback with shipping from within the US. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit subscribe and let's reach more Porsche enthusiasts. Thank you.